Politica all the way. Politica all the way. Politica all the way.
Ay, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, and those watching all over the world, magandang buhay po sa inyo lahat. Ito po ang Politica All the Way, and ako po si Jojo A. Ang kasama ko po ngayon ay very close to my heart. Kasi nung araw pa po, nagsimula ang aking political tawag dito, awareness. Doon pa lang sa tatay niya at sa lolo niya. They come, our guest is from a lineage of public servants, and ang kanila pong advocacy has always been human rights and public service. Nationalist to the core, ika nga. No? Babanggitin ko na lang yung mga little things. Of course, little things that he's big in. He's a lawyer, also a broadcaster, currently a former congressman, and ano pa yata Deputy Speaker of the House. Ako, marami. And more than anything else, talagang he is a true patriot. No? A very good-looking, charming friend of mine. And my kumpare, Attorney Erin Tanyada.
Well, magandang araw po sa inyo lahat. Alam po ninyo, yung awareness ko naman kay Jojo, nung panahon siya ay nagsasayaw-sayaw sa Tigers. Kailangan kasi yung sabi mo yung awareness. Ngayon, syempre, aminin ko, mas matanda ako kay Jojo ng
Pero the same ano na tayo. The same, tawag dito, the same, generation.
Baka hindi nga ito yung nakakalungkot
Ganun ba?
Dapat kasama ako sa tinatawag na Gen X na, pero late part ako ng boomer Kasi ang Gen X, 1965.
1965, yes. Oo. So bago ka pa doon.
1963 pa ako Kaya,
hindi bale. Okay lang. Importante, wala sa itsura mo. Yun ang Tony. Yun ang wala sa itsura mo ba. And you, of course, may pasok lang natin, no? Na you are now the acting president of the Liberal Party.
Yes.
No? Which was very, one of the most formidable, strong, united, and very, before, go-to party during especially the 60s and the 70s, di ba?
Well, there was a two-party system at the time, although there were fringe parties also. Yes. Ang Liberal Party, sa totoo lang, anak ng Nationalista Party yan. And we will be celebrating our 80th anniversary next year, no? So, ang Liberal Party came into existence in 1946 dahil gustong tumakbo si dating Presidente Manuel Rojas for the presidency. Ang kalaban niya si Sergio Osmeña.
Sergio Osmeña, yes.
Who, of course, was the Vice President of Manuel L. Quezon, who died in the United States. And when MacArthur came back in 1944, kasama si Sergio Osmeña. So he was the president at the time. And then there was going to be elections in 1946. Gusto na ni Manuel Rojas na siya yung kandidato. Pareho sila nationalista. So that led to...
Is that a breakaway group ba yan?
I would think a breakaway group, yes. No? Breakaway group. And then that led to the competition between the Nationalista and the Liberal Party.
There you go, makikita nyo pa. Yan ang talagang inside information historically, ha? Yan ang talagang nangyari dyan. But, okay, now, moving forward, now to 2025, okay, dito na, let's get onto the core of business now for the, Erin. This coming November, tomorrow, I think tomorrow, tama ba? Tomorrow, there's going to be a very big rally.
Yes.
Sabi nga na, trillion
Peso March.
Part 2. Part 2.
Part 2 na.
Part 2 na, di ba? And how are you preparing for this? Is this the whole, how the whole shebang of the LP is going there? What is expected to happen?
Well, it's not only the Liberal Party and the Mamamayang Liberal, no, but it's going to be a march coming from different sectors of society. Of course, alam naman natin November 30 is Andres Bonifacio Day, no? So this is another day for the workers. So may mga manggagawa from different labor organizations that would be leading the march, no, with civil society organizations and the church. Kaya magkakaroon ng how would you say it, mobilizations yung different archdiocese dito sa Metro Manila and schools, no, to all converge in the People Power Monument on that day.
Okay, you're talking about the church, you're talking about the Catholic
The
Church.
Catholic Church. The
So,
Catholic
other
Church.
than that, wala nang invited or
Well, meron of course
merong-
yung
or they're welcome to join?
welcome to join yung other religious organizations. Kaya the way the program is organized, there will be a march from EDSA Shrine, from LaSalle Green Hills, and from Petron, Connecticut. No, the assembly point in Petron, Connecticut, would be led by the workers. No, some of the SAYAP schools, I think, will be coming from LaSalle. There's still discussions whether it will be LaSalle or Temple Drive. No, that's the meeting that's happening even right before tomorrow. No, and then the other civil society organizations would be coming from EDSA Shrine. So different
medyo,
assembly points,
assembly
yeah.
points yan.
And
then
then
you
they
converge.
start marching 8 o'clock towards White Plains People Power Monument. And then the interface, first at 9 o'clock will be the program for the workers. No? And then at 10 o'clock, it would be interfaith community prayer from different religious organizations, evangelicals, Muslims, etc. And then at around 10:30, there will be the Catholic Mass. We're expecting, hopefully, si Cardinal Ambo David will be there, and other bishops, no, who signified their intention to join the Mass and concelebrate the Mass. And then at around 11:30, then the program of civil society will happen.
Start already.
All the way up to around 3:30. And then different performers will come in at 3:30 to 6. Hopefully, we'll end at around 6. But of course, kung maganda yung tugtugan at
Tugtugan,
sayawan, kung sasayaw ka
Pwede.
So we try to marshal our ranks very well. It is clear kung ano yung dapat slogans, kung ano yung dapat ang mensahe ng mga participants in that rally. Of course, you cannot prevent that there might be some people or some organizations that may be shouting a different slogan. Pero yun nga, we've discussed this on how to deal with them. No, hindi naman aawayin. Sasabihin lang na we allowed you to be here. Please respect yung mensahe ng rally na ito.
Oo nga, kasi actually, merong mga narinig kami na baka it could be used daw primarily for two things. It's either BBM resign or impeach Sara Duterte or Sara Duterte resign. So, what is the most definitive of the rally?
Sa amin, wala naman kaming panawagan na mag-resign sino.
Kahit sino.
No?
So,
But
okay.
pwedeng merong manigaw yan ng impeach dahil kung titignan nga natin, there was an impeachment that was filed December of last year. And kung pagbabasihan natin yung decision ng Korte Suprema, sila nagsabi, pwedeng mag-file na ng impeachment sa February, no? So based on the understanding from the different personalities who filed their impeachment, they intend to they intend to file the impeachment against Sara again come February.
Do you think this time it would progress into
Well,
actual impeachment?
Para sa
trial?
amin, well, not para sa amin, para sa mga nag-file ng impeachment complaint, no, it is important that the allegations are heard by the people. No? Whether they will win the vote, alam natin political process ito,
Right.
no? In the last impeachment complaint, obviously numbers may not have been there, no? Kasi in order to convict, you have to have 2/3,
That's
no?
right.
So even if you just get a simple majority and you win, it will not lead to the impeachment of Sara. Pero the objective, I think, of the different impeachment groups, there were 3, no, is that kailangan ilabas yung allegation, pabayaan natin si Sara na sumagot dito sa isang proseso na pinapayagan ng ating saligang batas, no? At kung sa labas ng ebidensya, alam naman natin kuminsan hindi naman talaga pinapansin yung ebidensya dahil political process nga ito. Pero kung makita ng tao, no, na talagang marami ang ebidensya para patunayan na kailangan matanggal sa pwesto si Sara, no, at magkaroon ng public clamor, no, malay ba natin makuha ngayon yung 2/3 vote na mga senador na sumuporta dito?
Ang not really netizens, some are saying some netizens and some are trolls are saying that she's now preparing to to take oath and become the next president.
Well, again, Jojo, wishful thinking lang naman yan no? Libreng mangarap, di ba? Sabi nila, no? Pero kung yan ay mangyayari sa katotohanan, hindi natin alam. Dahil the only way she can assume is that if the president dies, resigns or
right.
becomes incapacitated. No? And then, of course, under the Constitution, outside of that, wala nang ibang
ways and legal means of
Yes.
her taking over.
Yes.
Politica all the way. 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 Politica all the way.
Itong nangyayari nga with the flood control, Attorney Erin, no? Itong na to, ko, ang nagsasabi is the one that is really parang benefiting from these scandals, the political scandals now, ganyan, is Sara Duterte because nawawala na raw yung parang yung about her impeachment and supposed to be yung mga quote-unquote, mga Mary Piat, Piatos, confidential funds.
That's why we've been saying that it is important na matuloy yung impeachment para malaman yung mga issue ng corruption.
Okay.
No? Dahil kung titignan natin yung grounds of impeachment, kasama dyan yung graft and corruption on the articles of impeachment filed against Sara. No? There's the use of the confidential funds, yung sinasabi mo nga Mary Grace Piatos, no? Doon lalabas yan, no? Which would also later lead to betrayal of public trust, no? Which is a ground for impeachment. So para sa amin, hindi pwedeng sabihin na walang nagawang korupsyon, no, si Sara Duterte na hindi nakikita yung ebidensya.
Right.
Kasi maliwanag, how can you use in 11 days 125 million pesos of
Lavishly?
confidential? Well, pag ganyan yung makikita nga natin, di mapapatunayan yan sa bank accounts, mapapatunayan yan sa pagpasok at paglabas ng pera kung saan man. And the proper venue for that would be the impeachment court.
So ito talagang the main ano talaga for the impeachment court is for all the evidences to come out, no?
Yes.
Para malaman talaga if it merits an impeachment or ano.
Yes,
So,
and if you
that is
look at it, there pinag-usapan naman yan nung dating Kongreso in the 19th Congress ng Quadcom. Lumabas na yung mga allegations na yon. Vice President Sara did not want to participate. She was given the opportunity to air her side, no? She did not recognize the Quadcom, no? So the next forum, no, or venue, or where she can be given that opportunity to defend herself and answer these allegations is the impeachment court.
Yeah. Well, in a way, there was at one time, I think, hindi ko lang alam kung kailan, but I saw something that she mentioned that she wanted also the impeachment to progress para raw magkaalaman na.
Yun nga.
Di ba?
Yun nga. Yun ang mahirap dito, yung pronouncements does not match the
actions.
Oh. I don't know why. No, I don't know why.
Running daw in the family, ganun ba yun?
Ayan,
Well,
deflect.
Hindi, kasi katulad ngayon, ang dami ngayon nagsasabi, even they're now, parang nasasama na tuloy, nagagamit tuloy yung nangyari sa tatay nila sa pag-ano nung impeachment, and what can you say about the political chaos? Are they the ones really truly benefiting from this? And there are some mga malilikutang utak na they're actually behind most of what's happening here? Or?
Alam mo, there may be truth to that, pero kung babalikan natin yung mass action nung November 16, 17, 18, no? And of course, nagmobilize ang Iglesia ni Cristo sa Luneta. And then supposedly sa People Power Monument, dapat nandun yung mga supporters, no? Surprisingly, hindi umabot ng 5,000 yung supporters na nag-rally sa People Power Monument. So, isipin mo, bakit, no? Kung talagang malawak yung suporta ni Vice President Sara or President Duterte for that matter, dapat marami ang dumalo, no? So titignan mo na parang the support doesn't seem to be there. Now, of course, this is Luzon. No, we don't know if we can say the same thing in Visayas or Mindanao. But if I were maybe in their camp, they could have made it a nationwide to show that they really have support, no? Pero hindi, concentrated dito tapos ganon. Ngayon itong mangyayari bukas, November 30, iba't ibang mga parokya ng Catholic Church, Archdiocese, ay sasama-sama. Bacolod, Cebu, San Pablo. So, spread out.
Well represented,
Iloilo,
no?
yes. No?
Well represented lahat.
Of course, I don't know kung sa Davao may magpro-protest diyan. Understandable naman 'yan, home base nila 'yan. Pero in other areas in Mindanao, magkakaroon ng kilos protesta na supported by the Catholic Church.
From your point of view, ito it's always been a ponderable for me, no? Na nasabi yung, kasi marinig mo naman lalo kina Larry, Sec Larry Gadon, yung ibang mga on the administration side, they're saying that all of these are trolls, all of these are parang mga bayaring ano lang nila na pumupunta dyan. Pero yung 2025, yung last election, they still managed to be in the top 5. Some of the Duterte, group, if you would like to call them that, no? But of course, we had Senator Kiko,
Yes, Senator Bam.
Senator Bam, the LP made, and
Yeah.
congratulations to you.
Yeah.
You were the campaign manager, you know. So, how do you think did it happen? What happened during the election?
Well,
From your point of view, from the highest of the LP.
well, the way we
How to
analyze
analyze
it
it?
now, the different echo chambers undervoted. Because if you look at the results of the 2022 elections, no, in order to get to number 12, the winning magic number to be a senator is 15 million.
That's correct.
No? Now, in the 2025 elections, in order to get to number 5, no, yung 15 million got
Yeah,
Kiko to
yeah,
number 5.
right.
So, what does this mean? Lumalabas na, obviously, yung different groups nag-undervote and concentrated their votes only.
On those who they wanted.
They wanted.
No. I see.
Kasi kung sabi ko nga, ang vote ni Kiko, 15 million plus. Ang vote ni Risa nung 2022, 15 million plus. Ang vote ni Lenny for president is
Right.
also around the 15 million plus number, di ba? So, it would seem that lumabas yung Pinklawan o Dilawan or whatever, no? And voted really just their own. And the same thing happened sa Duterte camp. They just voted.
Parang yung factional tuloy yung ano,
Yes.
ha? I see. Makes sense. Now I have a better understanding. Although nakita ko lang lalo that your eyes lit up when you mentioned Risa Ontiveros' name.
Ikaw, ah?
Magandang gabi sa'yo, Senator Risa.
Hi, Risa!
Let's move forward before we go back to November 3rd.
Kasi naalala ko yung yung Rotary Club natin naging lahat ng tao yata.
Lahat tuloy, pag
Totoo ba yan? Totoo ba yan?
naging royalty couple kayo nung night na yun.
Politica all the way. 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 Politica all the way.
LP made a really good showing itong last election natin, no?
Well, we were very modest in our expectations. No? Some people are saying, why only the coalition fielded only 2 candidates?
Kaya nga eh.
Well,
And they did very well.
And they did very
Oo,
well.
oo.
Kasi if you look at it naman, it will be foolhardy to field a 12-man ticket. Na alam mo naman, hindi naman lahat mananalo. Kung si Chel nga, in the beginning, was thinking of running for senator in the early part of January 2024. No? They asked me, I said, nope, no way, no way. Na 8 diretso na ako noon, no? 2019. No, pero Chel also realized na mukhang mahirap, hindi siya gumagalaw sa surveys eh. So he decided to go party list the same way as Manay decided to go for party list. And their decision, I think, really
Played well, no?
played well because it would help them get into the House of Representatives.
That's right.
So, moving to 2028, of course, pag-uusapan pa yan. I think there's a common understanding between the potential candidates coming from our side of the fence, no, that there should only be one.
Just one.
Just
one.
Kasi sabihin na natin, klaro naman, nag-away na ang Team Unity so split. And sabi nga namin nung 2021, no, nung si VP Lenny was deciding to run, no, as long as hindi sila magsama, as early as October 2021, may chance. Pero nung end of October, nung nagkaroon ng substitution, no?
Yes,
First
yes,
was a
yes,
substitution,
right.
and then nag-unite sila. Sabi nga namin, naku, mukhang mahihirapan tayo sa laban na ito. So, if they remain disunited and we have one candidate, no, the chances of winning is big.
Pero I've heard through the grapevine that si Mayora daw o VP Lenny is parang not too excited. I don't know if even the correct term for it, but her sights are not on the presidency anymore.
Well, she's enjoying. She's enjoying her work in Naga. Kasi iba rin yung
Pero that's
hands-on.
executive level on a smaller scale.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
diba? Oh.
Yes. And she's practicing what she preaches, no? She set her goals, she set her targets, and how this will be measured, no? So tingin ko she's happy with the way things are progressing in Naga. Yes, she has stated that she's not going to run, no? But we don't know what the future holds us.
That's right. Oh.
No, we don't know what the political situation will be. No, so I'm not saying her mind will change, but ngayon maliwanag. All of us cannot predict what will happen. Di ba? Hirap eh.
Pero have you had a chance to actually talk to her or ask
Naga
her?
talaga siya.
Talagang naga na
Naga
muna.
siya.
Oh.
Naga siya.
Naga muna.
Oh.
Wow.
Now we will ask Naga.
But there's also for Senator Risa, kay Risa din.
Well,
Diba?
like I said, the
Meron ding clamor, I think.
kung among the three candidates, well, sabi ko nga 4 eh. Ayaw nung isa, so the 3 others, Risa, Kiko, and Bam.
And Bam, yes. Oh.
Yes, so sila, they're doing their work. They're moving around the country. Siyempre, alam naman natin, ang titignan rin dito ng teams nila, how are they faring sa surveys, no?
Right.
In comparison to whoever the candidate, well, in comparison to VP Sara, and question mark sa administration, di ba?
That's right.
So
Or the administration will just get into a unit team with the LP this time.
we will see. We don't know. Not naman the LP, the coalition.
Oh, the coalition.
The coalition, whoever the candidate will be. So ito yung kailangan pag-aralan. And I think that each team, no, that's why they're quiet on their plans for 2028 except Sen Risa, because of course she can't run for re-election, 2 terms
that's
na
right.
siya. No, so she's going for a national office, a higher office, whether it be vice president or whether it be president. So from now till sometime next year, maybe 3rd quarter of next year, they have to make their numbers really viable.
Viable and moving already, no? Pero would you be interested still in a unit team? This time with you and maybe, of course, the administration? Or I'm sure you will not have one with the
Oh yeah, it's still too early to say that there will be a unit team, coalition, or whatever. No, ang importante sa mga base ng 3 kandidato, no, LP's base for Kiko, no, BAM's base for KNP, Risa's base for Akbayan, no, they're doing their homework, they're strengthening their own territories, no, and at the end of the day, if there's a common understanding na isa lang yung mga kandidato, dapat sabay-sabay at pag-uubusan yung sino yung kandidato na yun.
Dapat lahat full force on one candidate, no? Para rin maganda yung samahan, showing walang samahan, focused on one direction, no?
Yes.
I agree with that. Now let's move now to a bigger a more current issue at hand, yung flood control natin.
Okay.
And Do you think we're in the right direction? Yung anti-corruption ng ganyan? Is the government doing the right thing? Or medyo kulang pa? Nagbabagal ba? Or what can you say?
Well, I understand the anger. And maraming galit eh. We can thank Bryce, no, Assistant DE Bryce Hernandez for this, because kung hindi niya kinunan ng picture, yung nakalatag na pera sa lamesa, no, hindi ma-visualize ng taong bayan kung gaano kalala itong problemang ito. At dahil sa picture na yan, maraming nainis, maraming nagalit. So nagpapasalamat tayo kay Bryce. Pero of course, ang tinatanong ng lahat, more than 100 days na. Wala pang nakukulong. Alam mo, ang hirap eh. I understand yung impatience. Pero kailangan first, late na rin na-appoint si Ombudsman. Diba? But as Secretary of DOJ, he was already doing also his investigation. He was talking to these witnesses. No? They executed their affidavits in front of the DOJ at that particular time when he was still there. So at the end of the day, ang may kapangyarihan na magsampa ng kaso ay ang Ombudsman. No? And if we would recall, when Secretary Boying, when Ombudsman Boying Remulla was Secretary of Justice, yung process of investigation, he said this, and this changed our criminal procedure, no, a little. Sabi niya, noon you file a case on probable cause, no. Ngayon, change yung filing of cases, what the investigators needs, no, to certainty of conviction.
Oh, okay.
So hindi ibig sabihin file ka lang ng file.
Right.
If you think na he may have committed the crime. No, dito kailangan alam natin na talagang mako-convict yung isang tao. Kasi kung hindi,
mas mabigat pala ngayon this time.
Mas konti. So it entails more research, more evidence gathering. No? And I understand, dahil kung hindi, mapapaya siya kung yung mga kaso na isasampa niya ay hindi magre-result ng...
So that's the reason why medyo mas matagal. Even the President actually explain that na we have to be very sure. Kailangan, kasi sayang naman yung efforts na bandang huli because of technicalities, wala rin, hindi rin mangyayari. Pero to me, parang di ba, it's like a toss-up of sorts. It's like a toss-up eh. Pagka yung nangyayari ngayon, if you do not act on it immediately, sinasabi na tagal-tagal naman. And then, if you act on it naman swiftly, baka naman sabihin, masyado naman minadali, para ba, damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Kaya nga.
Di ba?
Kaya nga, yan ang mahirap. Kasi, yung mga youth ngayon, impatient. So, I have to take, when I'm invited to the different schools, yun ang parating sinasabi, Attorney Erin, 100 days na, wala pang kinukulong. Sabi ko, I will explain to you the process. No? Hindi pwedeng shortcut eh. Kasi kung issue-shortcut natin yan, violation of due process, parang EJK yan eh. Di ba? Ikaw, drug addict, bang! Bang! Hindi naman pwedeng ganun yan. That's why we follow the rule of law. No? So, I asked them, do you want the system like that? Na hindi mo pagbibigyan yung mga akusado na magsalita, magbigay ng ebidensya to defend themselves, no? So napapaisip rin sila. So kailangan we have to explain that because maybe they saw in social media what happened to Nepal, what happened to
Yeah,
Indonesia,
right.
no?
Oo.
People took things into their own hands. They were able to topple in Nepal the government, no, and install a leader maybe that was more acceptable to them. So dapat parati natin kinakausap yung mga kabataan dahil alam naman natin tayo hindi tayo bata na, no? Very impatient because they have their phones.
That's
Everything
right.
is
Oo,
fast,
everything, so
no? So if
they want results.
yeah,
mabilis.
if there's a delay of 5 minutes, naiinis na sila. Ano klaseng internet ito?
Yeah.
Bakit hindi ako makapaglaro ng ML? No? Bakit naghang? Naghang yung game ko. Oh, di ba?
Di ba nakakatuwa yun? Kasi I remember during my UST days, it was Lorenzo Tanyada. Was that your dad?
No, my grandfather.
Your grandfather.
And he's a alumnus of UST. He took his PhD in UST.
In PhD.
Yeah, in civil law.
He was always our speaker. First year, second year college yata, lagi kaming nanonood. Tapos, siya yung nagsasabi na sa amin. Siya yung nagsasabi sa amin na the youth, sabi niya, you have the time of, you have the luxury of time. Do not waste it. Sabi niya. Now is the time to get involved. Kami naman, sabi ni Sir Tanyada, wala raw pasok bukas. Makibaka tayo, yeah. Makibaka. Punta tayo na, walang pasok. And now, nakakatuwa because it's now you. And you come from a lineage talaga of public servants. And those who are nationalists talaga by heart, and by nature, and I'm just very happy na, after a long, yung ganyong time na yan, I get to really engage with you pa, and you becoming a compadre and a very good friend of mine, no? So anyway, still on the subject naman this time of BBM, no? He still has last 2 minutes.
Yep.
You think? What do you think of his last 2 minutes? What does he need to do?
2 years and 6 months.
2 years and 6 months.
Obviously, if you look at it, usually the last 2 years, sasabihin nila, lame duck ang presidente.
Yes.
Di ba?
Right.
Pero sa binunyag niya nung SONA, mahiya naman kayo. So, you start to think now, where does he want to bring this? Kasi kung gusto niyang ipakita na iba naman siya sa kanyang magulang, sa tatay niya, no? This is a big opportunity for him to try to inject reforms in the system. No? Number 1, siya na manguna, no, na i-certify at ipasa ang anti-political dynasty bill. No? That alone, di ba? Kung magawa niya yan, talagang tatatak yung pangalan niya. Bongbong Marcos stood for anti-political dynasty, and that changes the political scene, no? Nationwide.
That's right.
Diba? Pangalawa, that's one. Pangalawa, kapag talagang gusto niya na panagutin ang mga corrupt dito, no? I-certify as urgent yung independent commission, no, na by law na final ni Senator Tito Soto and Senator Kiko Pangilinan in the Senate, and the counterpart bill was filed by Congressperson Laila de Lima, Manay Laila, lower house, para matulungan yung ICI ngayon, which was created by executive order, at bigyan ng ngipin.
Okay.
Dahil, tignan mo, sabi ng mga diskaya, I will not anymore participate in the ICI. May contempt powers ba ang ICI?
Yes,
wala. They cannot compel the person to appear. So yung mga pumupunta sa ICI na created by executive order, na walang kapangyarihan, wala silang magawa kapag may boycott. No?
Right.
under the law that would be passed, binigyan ng powers.
So, legislate na talaga na gawin
Legislate.
siyang, hindi na siya under the office of the president.
Yes.
By law,
Yes.
it will have these powers to, but just like, short of saying, pag pinatawag namin kayo, you have to come because we can cite you in contempt.
Yes.
No?
Now, the third, dahil we are talking about the budget now, everything started with the budget of 2025. People as early as January of 2025 or February of 2025 were calling it the most corrupt budget. People did not understand why. Only when the issue of the flood control came in, when the issue of substandard infrastructure projects came in, and the issue of insertions came in, did they realize na may problema nga yung budget. Ngayon, if he wants to show the people, of course, this is not anymore the call of the president, but he can use his platform to ask, or recommend to the Congress, oy, yung BICAM ninyo, make it public. Hindi behind closed doors yan.
Right.
Para makita yung tao na wala kayong ginagawang masama.
Wala kayong tinatago o wala kayong
And that's of course that's beyond his control. That's call of Congress, But he can help, with his platform to communicate that. Going back to legislation, certify the bill on freedom of information, I know that
this has been a long time. This freedom of information bill has been a long time.
I was the principal
alam ko.
author
Right.
in 2007 and 2010.
Right.
But
I remember that.
And then if you go back even further, the very first bill of the freedom of information, which is under the Constitution, was filed way back in 1988.
Wow.
So nothing has happened up to now.
Okay.
Although, we'll be fair. When President Duterte came in, he issued an executive order number 2, saying that there's freedom of information in the executive branch. Although, of course, that is a step forward, but is it what we're asking for? Because ibang executive order sa law, mas permanent ang law. Pumasok yung Bongbong administration, in-extend rin nila yung freedom of information. So kung talagang serious naniniwala siya na makakatulong rin ito sa usapin sa laban sa corruption, i-certify niya as urgent ang freedom of information bill as a reform measure. So there are things that the president can do and that will make a difference.
Ayan. For those watching in Malacanang, narinig yun yan. This is from the one of the heads of the LP. So it can still be done. We still have time. 2 years and 6 months to be exact. And I think this is going to be one of those that will be, I hope, tackled also tomorrow. Tomorrow's rally.
Well, it is.
Di ba?
It is. Yung
ma-push
ICI,
natin, the ICI and
political
everything.
dynasty,
Right.
talagang pag-uusapan yan sa rally.
Politica all the way. 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 Politica all the way.
How's Congresswoman Laila De Lima now with have you talked with her about the Dutertes and
Well, she's happy to be back in Congress, although now in the House of Representatives, and I think the people in the House look at her as an elder, They recognize also, I think, the people there recognize yung what she went through, no? So she is consulted in certain things, although of course she belongs to the minority, no? At iba talaga pag siya magsalita o pag lalabas siya sa plenary or even before plenary begins, siya yung hinahabol ng
Siya yung
media.
hinahabol,
Oo, so pag gano'n, iba yung dating, di ba?
Right.
Iba yung dating dahil alam ng media na pag magsalita si Manay, no? Talagang pinag-isipan 'yan at merong gustong ipabot.
Since we're in the talk of personalities, we have here Attorney Erin, meron tayo rito, pare, kung tinatawag na name drop. I will drop a name and then you just tell me what you think of them, no?
I will not naman drop dead,
No. Hindi naman. Kasi nagsimula na tayo kay okay, former President Digong.
He is in a better place.
Even the way you said it, better place for him and better place for us, or for the Filipinos.
No, but if you look at it from the point of view, although of course I know that he would like to be home, but the conditions as a detainee is different
as it is here.
as it is here, di ba?
Lesser stress daw dun eh. Ganun ba yun? Okay, VP Sara Duterte.
VP Sara Duterte. Well, she has to be held accountable also for her time as Secretary of Department of Education. She has to be held accountable to the confidential funds, no? At kailangan ipaliwanag talaga niya, no? Bakit? Kasi kung titignan nga natin she could have made a difference in the DepEd. Pero mukhang lalong walang nangyari sa DepEd nung siya ay naging pinuno ng departamento, no? So malaking epekto 'yan sa ating mga kabataan.
Senator Bato de la Rosa.
Naging buhangin.
Parang kanta yan. Bato. Okay, let's have
kasi Jojo I heard that he has been absent.
Oh yes, hindi pa nga raw nagpapakita di ba? Attorney Harry Roque.
Malapit na.
Malapit na. And last of course, BBM.
BBM. Still trying to figure out what he's going to do. Kasi I think as a political observer also, and I look at history, the reason, well, I don't know if this is the reason, maybe this is my own opinion about it. The reason why he ran was to restore the family name.
Exactly. Yes, I agree with you.
And make sure that while he's there, no, the next generation will continue to be in the limelight, no? For the good, not for the bad. Now, so whether so parang lumalabas I will lead the country and make sure that I don't do anything good, anything bad, no? Basta wag lang masira yung pangalan.
Right.
Pero dahil nga dito sa flood control issue, infrastructure issue, he opened a can of worms, no?
Right.
And I don't know if he knows the ending also.
So he's still on a wait and see at
Yes,
thing,
but like I said, he has 2 years and 6 months. If he wants to make a difference, there are certain legislative measures that he can put his name on that may say, iba naman siya sa tatay niya dahil meron siyang reform measure na ganito, ganyan. That changed the political landscape. Because political dynasty is really a big measure that we need. No,
Well,
we need.
now, you being here certainly have made a big difference for our program, and especially for the youth watching. Attorney Erin, please address our viewers now sa buong mundo watching. Your quick message lang to the Filipino people.
Well, magandang araw po sa atin lahat. Bukas po, wag nating kalimutan ang trillion peso march muli dito sa People Power Monument. Kung tayo ay galit, no, sa korupsyon at we want to hold the government accountable, no? Sabi nga namin, importante na makialam, magtanong at maningil. At syempre, kasama na rin po dyan yung ilantad, ibalik, ikulong. Last September 21, umabot po kami ng halos 100,000 dyan sa may White Plains Avenue at dumagsa sa EDSA, nasara yung EDSA. Hopefully, we'll be able to generate as much people again.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you very much, Attorney Erin. Erin, Marco, thank you. But we have this, talagang, alam mo, pagkakanta tayo, alam ko Pagkakanta namin yung tayo, pag nagkakaraoke tayo, di ko alam kung bakit ka ganyan.
Ang hirap kausapin at di pa namamansin.
Mahal kita, hindi to bola. Sumagot ka man lang sana, ako'y nasa langit na. Pwede yan. Lagi tayong kulang sa oras dito.
Mabuti nga kulang sa oras.
Maraming salamat po. Thank you.
Politica all the way.
Thank you muli to Attorney Erin Tanyada. Maraming salamat sa iyo. A bit of recap sa pag-usapan po natin. Sabi po ni Erin na ang trillion peso march daw po tomorrow. Ang panawagan po ay ilantad, ibalik at ikulong. You know? This daw is open to everyone who shares this idea, no, and sentiment. Sabi rin po niya, ang LP daw po, ang kanilang partido ay wala pang siguradong presidente for 2028. Sila daw po ay nagtatrabaho lang ngayon at nagfo-focus sa mga needs of the people, no? At para naman daw po kay Presidente BBM to not waste and make full use of his 2.5 years still. Hindi pa raw po huli. Dapat daw po niyang ipass na lahat ng mga legislation na makakabuti sa ating ekonomiya at sa bansa. Especially daw po yung mga ibang reforms at legislation na anti-dynasty bill. Okay? So, dyan po nagtatapos ang politika all the way. Lagi po nating tatandaan, diskusyon po lamang, hindi po away. Opinyon, hindi personalan. Ito po si Jojo A. Peace and love.
Politica all the way. Politica all the way.